I've got the 2 sinks set up here. The alarm's going to go off in a few seconds, and there it is. That means that it's time to cool my wort, or wort. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I haven't talked to anybody about that. It's time to pull that off onto the stove. Here it goes. Sorry, off the stove, into the sink. Go just in the cold water first. As you can see, I'm left with this hoppy goodness, which I'm cooling in the water. I'm going to cool that down to a certain point, then I'm going to put it in this sink with ice to cool it down even more. I got to get down to 70 degrees. I'm looking at the thermometer here. Right now it's at about 180, 190. I dropped it pretty quick there. I'm going to drop it even more with the ice. Here goes. Fire and ice. That looks so delicious. Look at all that. Stir that around a bit. Really trying to cool it off here. Got a second bag of ice so I can throw it in the other sink if I need to cool it down even more. Pretty happy so far. You see that in there? See if I can get a spoonful of this. Yeah. It's really gooey, honey-like mess. Well, not quite honey-like, but like a thick stew. I love it. But I gotta get all those hops out in the fermenting bucket. Put you on hold for a little while. Okay, I am at my desired temperature for pouring the wort into the fermenting bucket, and then I'll add the water. It'll all bring it down to about 70 degrees, so here you go. Let's watch. Get out of here, puppies. Okay, as you can see, most of the hops got pulled out. It's all draining into the bucket. I have to bring that up to about 5 gallons. So it may be a little bit cooler than I expected. I'm going to get rid of those hops and start adding the water. I don't think you need to watch that part. I'm going to only add about 4 gallons. Only because I want to take the temperature before I add the rest. Okay, got my water up to down to 70 degrees, almost to the dot. And now I'm going to be pitching the yeast, aka I'm going to be putting the yeast in there. I'm using a liquid yeast, California ale. This is what was suggested on the recipe. I'm going to use all of it in there. Last little bitties out of there. Smells like beer. I'm excited. Alright. Sanitizing everything, of course. I'm wiping off the spoon right now, so hold on just a moment. And then stir it up. Sanitizer. Alright. Seems to be on there pretty good. fill this up with some vodka. Do I have any? Hold, please. Alright, I filled my airlock up with some alcohol to prevent any contamination. So yeah, now it's just time to store it. Alright, I got it all in the bucket, got it aerated. The yeast is in, sealed the bucket, got the airlock in. Here's how she sits. Got it raised up. I'm going to put a pan underneath it here so that it catches all the liquid that might escape. The reason I have it raised up is so I can put it in a carboy eventually. Yeah, now we sit and wait for a week or so before we can transfer it to the secondary fermenter. And we'll see how it goes from there.